Hello everyone! Today we have r/AmItheDevil. It is a compilation of different stories from different subreddits, but today's stories are chef's kiss. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel because I really want to get to 120 subscribers as soon as possible. I messed up and I ruined my marriage. I'm not looking for pity or understanding here. I know I'm not getting it. Me and my ex-wife have a 14-month-old son. After he was born, our marriage fell apart. She said I wasn't pulling my weight with childcare and chores, but at the same time, she expected me to know what to do without her telling me. It was bad. We argued a lot, and I ended up telling her that her life would be harder without me. She got really quiet, and I thought that was the end of the argument. It made things fall apart, and we are getting divorced. We are living separately, each got a new apartment. As for our son, the law in our state, Kentucky, is that 50-50 is the default for custody. It is automatic unless one parent proves neglect on the part of the other. We don't have that, so on the advice of both of our lawyers, we are splitting time and doing alternating weeks since we separated. We usually switch on Mondays with the daycare pickup and drop-off. I knew being a single parent wasn't easy, but I didn't really know until now. This is where I realize how badly I messed up because I am drowning. The weeks I have my son, I don't get anything done and I can barely even function at work because I am so exhausted. I spend the whole week I don't have him catching up and I cannot even get everything done. My apartment is a mess and I can hardly keep up with errands and chores. It sucks. I realize I messed up because I thought since I was having a hard time, my wife would be too, and we could call off the divorce and work on things. But she doesn't want to. She says her life is easier without me, and she's the opposite of me and can apparently keep up with everything fine. She says she isn't exhausted anymore and realized it's easier having one person to take care of instead of two. I know I messed up and should have been a better husband. I can't even ask for less time with my son because I cannot afford the child support. Right now, neither of us has any because of 50-50 and equal income. But if we go off 50-50, my lawyer says the person with less time will get child support. I hate myself for messing up so much. Obviously, this is a throwaway account. What do I do? Well, at this point, I guess you can ask your ex-wife for a piece of advice. How does she manage it? I accidentally insulted my partner and she has remained cold ever since. And she wears sweats all the time now. We have been a couple for 7 years. I only now realize we both view my partner very differently. From my perspective, she's never been interested in fashion at all. She always wears black jeans, she has dozens of black tops, she doesn't wear makeup, doesn't get her nails done, only does root touch-ups. And I love her and I don't care about this at all. From her perspective, apparently, she dresses elegantly and minimalistic. She says she's always wearing no makeup. Makeup? I guess she means mascara, not sure. She says she pays at the salon every month to color her hair or it would be gray. The reason this all came up is that we met up with friends and one of the women is very fashionable, always done up. I had mentioned in passing to my partner that I loved that she wore vibrant colors. My partner had said she personally isn't a fan of bright colors and in the past when she has tried to wear them, she doesn't like how it looks. I told her if I was a beautiful woman, I'd wear bright colors for attention. And that's probably why our friend does it. Anyway, this was the gist of the conversation. If my partner was getting upset, I was not picking up on that. I honestly don't even recall what I was saying that made her mad, but she ended up annoyed with something. I was truly confused. But we ended up in the argument. I told her that based on how she looks, I had no idea she cared about her looks or fashion. She was getting really angry at me, which tends to make me mad too, so I told her that if she cares that much, to my surprise, she should present herself better. She insisted I tell her what I meant, and so I told her that she dresses boring and it makes you look old and dumpy. I told her I don't care at all, but since she appears to, she should try to dress more fashionable. This was 3 weeks ago and she was very angry with me. Now she's not angry, but she's remained cold and she now has taken to dressing in sweatpants and sweatshorts. She says she won't be dressing nice around me anymore, but I never thought she dressed nice in the first place. Obviously, I put my foot in my mouth and I have apologized. But she doesn't care. She says she won't forget what I said. I really just want her to drop this. Is this something that needs therapy? Or just time? Yeah, maybe you need therapy to understand what exactly you did wrong, 'cause you did. Am I wrong for canceling my order at this coffee shop? I was at this coffee shop and the cashier was really pretty. She had a cool anime tattoo also. I was gonna get some coffee and a donut and I said, "Hey, I like your tattoo. What's your favorite character from that anime?" She kept a straight face and she just said, "How can I help you?" I then said, "I really like anime too, and I just wanted to see what shows and characters you liked." She still showed no emotions and was like, "Sir, do you want anything?" I just said, "Actually, I did, but you made me change my mind. Bye." And I walked away. I didn't want coffee anymore after that. I was trying to be nice and get to know her, and she was acting like that. She was acting like a barista, which she was. Chill. I found out that my husband sleeps with his ex-wife from time to time to prevent her from dating. I just want to lie down in a fetal position and cry. We have been married for 2 years. 2 happy years. Until I stumbled upon an email from her said that she didn't want to do this anymore because she wanted to find love and meet other men. He answered that he loves her more than anything, even more than the children, they have 3, and that he would give her all the adult time she wanted. Then he went on about how it was safer for her not to let in strangers into her home. She said that she was done. He asked her to marry him. She told him that she didn't want him back as a husband. He said he loved her. Now I know why he refused to have shared custody with her and would rather pay $4,500 in child support instead, so she doesn't have time to date. I am so heartbroken. I feel like trash. Why is he doing this? Well, because apparently he is the butthole of the year. Divorce him and get therapy. Am I the butthole for accusing my wife of stopping for food on her way home? A few hours ago, my wife informed me that she was going to have to stay late at work. She's been incredibly busy lately, so I told her that I would cook dinner and have it ready when she got home. I have a few signature recipes that I can make in a pinch from memory. I decided to make rosemary lemon chicken with some canned green beans and bow tie pasta. The dinner was ready long before my wife got home, which I think shows a lot of commitment. But when my wife finally got home, she was only picking at her food. She was trying to tell me about her day, but the lack of food being consumed off her plate was extremely distracting to me. There are several fast food restaurants on the way home from her office, and it was becoming very apparent that she had stopped at one. Finally, I couldn't take it anymore and asked, "Where did you stop?" My wife seemed confused, so I clarified. I asked, "Where did you eat dinner?" My wife seemed surprised and angered by my question. She said that she had a hard day and her stress levels were suppressing her appetite. I couldn't help but laugh. This was a ridiculous excuse. It's Friday, which means that she won't need to worry about work for 3 more days. When I leave the office, I don't think at all about my workday, even if it was a bad one. I walked out to her car to look for fast food bags, but I didn't end up finding any. This was so upsetting to my wife that when I came back inside, she was yelling at me. If anyone should have been insulted, it was me. But she insisted that I was being a jackpot and refused to hear my point of view. I worked hard on this meal, and to have her peek at this was a slap in the face. She's barely said anything to me for a few hours, and I want this treatment to stop. She needs to stop taking out her work troubles on me and get better control of her emotions. I want my old wife, not a stressed out bully. I just don't know what more can I do. Am I the butthole? Yes, you are the butthole. Go apologize to your wife. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. You can also watch that awesome video or this awesome playlist. See you next time!